Hello everyone, I just got a quick tutorial for you today on just cleaning up your HUD a little bit. The default HUD is fine, they actually did a really good job on it, but it's just once you've been playing the game for a while, you don't really need all this information popping up in your face all the time, so you can just make it a little bit more minimalistic. So to start here, we're just going to open up our menu, navigate to options, and then go to the HUD tab. And we're just going to start from the top and work our way down here. This first one's just personal preference. I like to bump it down to 0.80, just makes your HUD just a little bit smaller so it's not quite taking up as much space. The background opacity is fine as it is. But now we get into the settings that actually starts changing stuff. So we start with the primary objective visibility. Right now it is set to visible, and we're just going to bump it down to map only. What this is going to do is it's going to make it so it only shows up when we open our map, because we don't really need to know what our objectives are at all times. You know, like we can keep it in our mind for a second after we look at it, so I like to have it off. That way I just have more free real estate at the top right of my screen. And then for our next setting here, we are going to go to the stratagem visibility, because both the secondary and mission info are both set to dynamic already. And we're just going to hide the header on that. And that's just going to make that little icon at the top left corner of our screen just go away. And it's just only going to show us the revives we have left, because that's good information to have. And then everything else will only show up once we actually pull our stratagems out, because we don't really need any of that information unless we are going to throw a stratagem. Next, we're going to turn health visibility and weapon status visibility both to dynamic. And this is just going to make it so our health only shows up when we take damage or pop a stim, or we can pull up our map to just check the stims. And same with our gun. Our gun and ammo is only going to show up when we use ammo, or we pick up ammo, or we need to reload. This just makes it so when you're just walking around and doing stuff, you don't have that just constantly on your screen, and because you just really don't need it. So I personally like to turn my hint and tooltip visibility both to hidden, because I know most of the stuff in the game and what it all does, but if you're a little bit newer of a player, you might want to keep those on. And then we're going to go to stamina, which is already set to dynamic. So we are going to set our width smaller, which is going to make the stamina bar smaller while still maintaining the same values. So just takes up less of the screen when you are running around, which isn't really a big deal, but I like it. Next, we will be turning our info feed to map only and the sample count to map only. Player markers can stay on visible because you want to see what your friends are pinging. And then the compass is going to go to, whoa, hold on a sec. Alright, the compass is going to map only. The compass ordinal directions will be set to visible. And that just removes our whole compass from the top of our screen. And then it'll only come up when we press tab, because the only time we really need to see what direction we're facing is when we're looking at our map anyway. And that is all. This is how I like to play the game. It just allows for a lot more visibility edge to edge, and you can really just absorb the beautiful worlds that the developers have created. And you still get all your vital information when you need it. And before anyone in the comments asks, yes, this is a level 1 mission. I did not want to be swarmed the whole time I was trying to record this, but do not worry. I am a patriotic citizen, and I made sure to dispatch democracy swiftly. Well, that is all I have for you today. I hope this was helpful to you if you watched, and if you did find it helpful, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be uploading a lot more content and tutorials. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.